What's going on, everyone? So the market was crazy today. Sideways, up, down, stagnant. You could have made an iron condor for like 2 hours just doing nothing, and then out of nowhere, boom, went upwards, and then boom, downwards, and then boom, upwards again. So we're going to talk about what the next steps are. Cool. The SPY ended up touching basically 445. Now what? What's going to happen now? All right, so I'm gonna share all of that. We're gonna go over the SPY, the NASDAQ, the IWM, the crypto markets, and we're gonna go and see what can happen next, and make sure that we are covered. Enter the market without any bias, and make the best trading decisions. All right, so without further ado, let's get started with the video. And of course, you have to go over the daily recap. I didn't update this. I made a bunch more plays afterward, actually. I think I had 2 more losses. I had 2 more losses and then 4 more wins, I believe. So overall, we traded a lot today, and the wins, it went pretty high. So, yeah, it was a pretty amazing day. If you want access to the channel, the link is in the Discord bio. No one else on YouTube is doing what I'm doing. We have an amazing community of savages, like-minded, hard-working people. I make these videos, and then I give access to Discord for free. If you want access, you could go ahead and join. If you don't want access, keep on watching these videos, keep on looking at how much money that we're making, and then keep on commenting on your YouTube. Oh, your sentiment makes no sense. Enjoy. Go and pay $200 a month for someone that signals maybe twice a week. All right, go ahead and enjoy that. But we do things differently here. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY. All right, so this is the SPY. Obviously, the entire market is red. We came back and almost retested this 443.38 level. And now, what can basically happen? There are 2 main scenarios. I think the best case for bulls... the best case for bears would be if we can come back and retest this 449.82 gap right here, which is the low of the previous candle, right? So that we can basically enter into more shorts and bring it down lower. Today, towards the middle of the day, really, that's when we had that pump. And the reason for that pump is because FOMC minutes came out. And in the minutes, it said that essentially they weren't sure about when they were going to start tapering back on asset purchases. So they didn't finalize when they would complete it, which is a good thing, which means that they're going to continue buying back stock. All right. But then the bearish news that they said was that they want to get to a neutral standpoint in the economy, in the market. They want to expedite it, meaning they want to do it quickly, meaning they want to stop. They basically want to stop having a hand in the market. So on the one hand, they're going to continue asset purchases, and they haven't finalized when. And on the other hand, they're saying that they want to eventually quickly stop. So, and they want to quickly take their hands out of interfering in the markets. So that's what caused the initial drop, and then the market just ended up pumping afterward. Which was really, really interesting. So, yeah, now moving forward, the best case for bears would be a retest of these prior resistance levels, the prior gap that we need to fill. Again, also the last few times that this happened when we had extreme strength, but we couldn't continue upwards, we ended up falling at least, I think, this was... Yeah, we ended up falling at least 5% from the tops each time. So now if we go ahead and do the same, 5% would bring us down below 440. And 440 is a very safe, still, I think it's still very, very possible that we can go and retest 440. The markets look very, very bearish. Since we broke below 450, we need to have a bearish bias, in my opinion. The MACD is vomiting to the downside. The RSI is clearly falling lower. This is not a bullish setup. Basically, what I want you to think of is a lot of momentum falling lower and then basically hanging from a thread. So it's very, very unlikely that this is going to sustain itself. It's most likely going to continue falling. So that is my thesis, really. The market should continue falling afterward. Even if we do wick upwards, we would need a close back above 450 to 451 for us to become bullish again. But until then, we're going to remain bearish. So, yeah, there's that for the SPY. It was really, really fun. And if we break below 443.38, things can get much, much more interesting to the downside. And that's when things will really, really start picking up steam, I think. And then 440.50 would be the main level of support. And then for 438. So just keep your eyes on this very important 443.38 level on the SPY for tomorrow. Next, let's go ahead and take a look at the IWM. The IWM held 200. It held 200 on the dot. So, again, this is not a bullish close. This looks like it's going to continue lower. The only reason to become bullish again would be above 203.75. And would be if the SPY also closes above 450 to 451. Now, again, the best case scenario for bears would be, and I want you guys to look at the SPY, the QQQ, and the IWM. There's a gap to be filled at the lows from yesterday. So for each of the lows from yesterday, that should be a good, that is going to be major, major, major resistance moving forward. So for the IWM, that's at 202.50, 202.51. So the best case scenario for bears would be, yes, I would love for the price to bounce back up to 202.51 so that we can enter into more puts, right? So because the overall momentum is still clearly showing weakness. So, yeah, I mean, there's really not much else to talk about on the IWM. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tech stocks. All right, Apple, for example, we had a doji and then we had a green candle afterward. The Fed released bad news, and here we are. So it's going to be another repeat, in my opinion, of this. I don't think we're going to be able to sustain this. Even if we do bounce up, the market should come back down. The Apple should come and retest 168.34. Here, look, I learned something new. Thank you, Professor. And Microsoft, you can see it broke below 300. Again, this should also, fall below 298. Clearly not bullish at all. Close below the 20 exponential moving average. Take a look at Amazon. Close below the 20 moving average. It should break below 31.27. I mean, let's take a look at Tesla. Also, red looks like it's coming to retest the gap from 1021. Right here, this high on this candle of March 25th. Overall, none of the tech stocks look bullish, obviously, right? Google doesn't look bullish at all. Closed below the 20 exponential moving average. The RSI, falling lower. So, guys, like, now when you look at the the NASDAQ, clearly not bullish, right? So, again, the momentum looks like it's going to fall lower. And the best ideal case scenario would be if the NASDAQ comes and retests 360. That is a ways away, all right? If we end up breaking above today's high, we have to start scalping calls, in my opinion. But again, everything can change intraday. All of the indicators can show different things, etc., blah, blah, blah. But if we can go back and retest 360 on the NASDAQ and then continue lower, that would be the best case scenario for bears. But yeah, honestly, at this point, you just need to have levels, trade against those levels, buy puts at levels of resistance. Intraday, wait for which direction the momentum is going. At the moment, clearly the momentum is still very bearish. So we could end up gapping up just a little bit tomorrow. But because we close below 450 on the SPY, things are super, super bearish right now still. And they're going to be bearish until proven otherwise. So again, you know, really there's that for the entire stock market. You can take a look at the crypto market. You can see this is clearly not bullish at all. We broke below this trend line. We're falling very, very sharply now. It looks like we can fall even lower to this demand zone around 42,000 to 42,600. So really, there's a lot more room to fall, at least on the crypto market. This is not a time to buy dips on Bitcoin. This is not a time to buy dips on the stock market. If the stock market ends up bouncing, that's fine. If the crypto market ends up bouncing, that's fine. But these aren't clean setups. So we're better off waiting for clean setups, safe setups, high quality plays. All right. And yeah, there's that for the analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and have an amazing day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.